The fact is they have been on the march now for months, if not years. So why does the president still say we don't have a strategy yet? Doesn't that project weakness from the White House?
Well, I mean, I know what you want me to say, but I'm not going to say it in that sense. I think I've learned one thing about this president, and that is he's very cautious. Maybe in this instance, too cautious.
Yeah, welcome to Gimme 5. You know what they're talking about, don't you, Andrea and Di-Fi? They're talking about Obama's "we don't have a strategy yet." We don't want to put the cart before the horse because we don't have a strategy. That was on Thursday. That was after a year, we find out today, of intense intelligence reports to Obama about ISIS. That's after a solid month and a half of the focus of the world being on ISIS in Iraq. We don't have a strategy to deal with ISIS over there or to deal with ISIS over here. This man is derelict in his duty to protect the United States of America and its citizens. Want more? We got plenty more. Watch.
Unfortunately, we find it consistent with his past policy and actions on foreign policy. And it shows, I think exemplifies, that his foreign policy is an absolute freefall. If you look at China, you look at ISIS, you look at Russia, you look at Iran, North Korea, we have a serious host of problems presenting itself. And our traditional allies are now standing up and say, well, maybe America is not the best ones to lead us through these troubles. That is an issue that we are going to have to deal with.
I mean, for crying out loud, David Cameron in the UK, as we've talked about throughout the course of this show, wants to take the passports away from these jihadis, not let them out of the country, not let them into the country, not let flights into the country. He's got a whole game plan. We don't have a strategy. It's mind-boggling, okay? You want more? Oh, more.
I speak to military commanders, I speak to former officials, and they are apoplectic. They think that this is a clear and present danger. They think something needs to be done. One official said that this was a Freudian slip, that it shows how the United States does not have a policy to deal with Syria, even when you have ISIS, which has effectively become a terrorist army.
Yeah, they're apoplectic. A terrorist army. Think about that. A terrorist army. We have open border with Mexico. Our southern border is wide open. You could come in dressed as Osama bin Laden. So you don't think you could come in as an ISIS fighter? You don't think they're here? You don't think they're here? Dan Coates, senator from Indiana, said they're probably here, most likely here, and they're coming more of them. And we don't have a plan. Didn't stop him from going to Milwaukee yesterday and trashing Republicans and trashing anybody who does well economically instead of coming up with a plan. Now, Bill Richardson, he gives the president credit. Watch.
I think the president probably should have said, we're developing a policy, a new policy. I applaud him, too. I think this is a potential 9/11 moment. These are very serious foreign policy issues. I mean, look at this president. He's been faced with the Arab Spring, explosion all over the Middle East. Let's do a new policy carefully. Let's learn more about ISIS. Yeah, we're learning more. They're bad. But what is their goal? Can they reach the American homeland?
With all due respect, is the governor living in this world? What is their goal? A caliphate. A worldwide caliphate. Can they reach the United States? By all indications, they're here. Next. All right. Watch. Joe Scarborough thinks Obama, leave it to Joe, the big conservative, he thinks Obama's a military genius.
I am dead serious. I'm not joking. It's straight out of the Art of War,
yeah.
Where
you don't show your cards.
When you were weak, you make your enemies think you were strong.
Yeah.
When you were strong,
yeah,
you make your enemies think you were weak.
Joe, you have become a parody of yourself. It is sad to watch what is happening, whether it's on Israel, whether it's on Obama and ISIS. It's very, very sad. But you read the talking points very well, I must admit, on the Steve Malzberg Show.